We are not far from Albuquerque, probably about 45, 50 minutes. The sun is already up. It is 10 minutes to 6 here in New Mexico. We've been in some weather. It's been raining through all across New Mexico this morning. Ooh, the fun of it all. We have been clicking along. We left about 12:30, 1 o'clock this morning from Eric, Oklahoma. Do apologize for I caught a phone call from my wife yesterday and there wasn't no sense in staying live, so I shut the live down. We're going to get ready and be prepared to deal with early morning traffic in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It ought to be a circus. It usually is. Like I said, we'll be in Albuquerque in about 45 minutes. We got a little minute. Suck up this wide open highway with nobody around us. Yep. We are just trying to stay awake. We got us a little bit of sleep. I hate changing up running hours. It always messes your sleep pattern up. We did get up around midnight, got rolling between 12 and 1. Another reason why we're going live early this morning. Get a few hours in before we park up. We done did our 30-minute break at the New Mexico rest area just across the line. We're taking in this sunrise scenery and overcast this morning. Like I said, we've been in rainy weather here in the desert for a good little minute. All that moisture done got all the plants out here perked up. We are steadily going up in elevation. We are going to run as close as we can get today. Then we'll have to get up sometime after midnight tonight. Knock out the last leg of this trip. We got a 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon delivery. So we still got plenty of time to make it there. We're about 530 miles out from delivery, about 7 hours and 20 minutes. We got more than enough time to get a couple of breaks in and make it over there. Ooh, boy. Always some pretty scenery out here out west. A whole lot different than being out east or in the central part of the country. Like a whole different world out here. But we're going to spend the next rest of the morning climbing elevation. And the whole time you're headed west, you're going up in elevation all the way out. That is a gift. This is a good little steep one. Gonna drop some gears. We done dropped 3 gears just to get to the top of this dude. Come on, Peterbilt, I'm waiting on you. You come flying up that damn incline. I know your ass running super light or empty. Landstar. He's loaded, but he ain't got nothing much in that trailer. Here, they are antelopes out here, all kind of stuff on these highways out here, buddy. It ain't regular deer, but them pronghorn antelopes are everywhere out here. Big herds. And they probably outweigh a white-tailed deer. They're more on the lines of a mule deer size. No, they ain't no moose. Some areas out here, they are some elk. What you get for being an asshole? You pass somebody and you don't immediately jump in front of them and cut them off. Assholes like that will come flying up and try to run around you. But he found out there's a big fucking trailer in his way. Yeah, they got some elk out this way, and in some areas of the mountain areas out here, they got mountain goats. So, there's all kind of wildlife out here in this desert area. It looks like we're going to be in some fog. Little misty fog this morning. All of that compliments of the rain. So we just got to be careful. Probably got about a half a mile of clear visibility. I'm in New Mexico. I'm about 40 miles east of Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are still on I-40, making our way across to Arizona. We get to Flagstaff. We'll be dropping down 17 into Phoenix. That's where our delivery is at. Yeah, so. There ain't a whole lot out here, dude. There ain't a whole lot out here. We're probably going to have to stop in Albuquerque and get some fuel. We're steadily going up in elevation, so we're going to be constantly upshifting and downshifting today. Albuquerque, New Mexico is between the mountains. So we got to go up and over and drop into it. Albuquerque sits in like a jumbo-sized soup bowl. We do a lot of running out here. It is 57 degrees outside. It gets pretty chilly out here after dark. Alright, Manny, nice to see you. How you doing? Got out of that little patch of light bog. This is the one place in the country, New Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada. You can come out here at night, it'll get down into the 40s and 50s. And in the daytime, it can be up at 110, 120. There ain't no humidity out here. So it's really different. We left Oklahoma and drove through Texas. It stayed about 80 degrees all day long. The whole morning. It was still 80 degrees at midnight. We get over here in New Mexico and the sun's coming up. Shit, that's a cool day. Ain't got no shade trees out here. Gotta stop and think. When you get out this way into these states out here, they're anywhere from 2 to to 6,000 feet above sea level. So they're a hell of a lot hotter because they're a hell of a lot closer to the sun. Yeah. Hell, it gets rough out here. That's for sure. I ain't never had no overheat engine problems out here. This truck's under warranty, they'll send the tow truck out here. This truck's under warranty, they'll send the tow truck out here. Paid for by the warranty, tow me to a shop. And if it takes putting a whole new engine in it, the warranty will cover a brand new engine. Yeah, well, we're gonna have bad service in and out here. Ain't much I can do about it. Now, a lot of you newbies popping on here, I ain't gonna be mean about it. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. We don't discuss politics, number one. If you come to humiliate your ass in front of everybody on here, I give a shit. You're not going to cancel me. You're not going to cancel me because I don't give a fuck. You're not going to affect my business as owning a trucking company because you butt hurt on here. I will sue you for damaging a credible business. There are laws in place for defamation of a business. And yes, I can take you to the bank. Done had to do it and won't hesitate to do it again. Yep, that's it. How you doing, Shadiq? Good to see you. We don't do all that. We don't put up with media trolls. We don't put up with the profanity police. This page is not for children. So if you come on here and harsh language hurts your ears or offends you, goodbye. God bless. We don't want to be around you. We grown folks on here. We talk how we want to talk. The only politics I practice is my First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third, Fourth, and Fifth. And on down. Now we got to deal with this Amazon dickweed. Fucking turban suburban visa driver working for Amazon. They love to do two things. They love to tailgate you, and they love to ride beside you. And I've got issues with these foreign drivers that come over here on work visas because they're not required to go to school and learn how to the do's and don'ts on these highways. They drive like they drive from their country, and that don't fly over here. That gets people in accidents and killed over here. So if you're gonna come here on a visa and drive a truck, you need to get your shit together and learn the rules. And then once you pay your dues and show me you can handle that truck, then I'll respect you. But ever since Amazon made the deal with the government to ship their freight, and hire visa drivers to deliver this freight across the country. Amazon CSA scores, their safety scores, their commercial safety analysis scores are the worst trucking company on the highway. They are the most dangerous and the most involved in accidents across the United States. And that's not an opinion. That's not speculation. That is pure cold hard fact that you can Google on the internet for yourself. Well, I have too. And there's nothing personal against anybody. I don't have a problem with any person getting out here and bettering their situation. But what I do have a problem with is the unprofessionalism, the rudeness, I'm going to do what I want at the truck stops and the fuel islands, and I don't give a fuck about you. That shit don't fly. The uncleanliness of coming into truck stops smelling like a barbecued asshole that's been covered in shit because you're too damn lazy to get out of your damn truck and go take a shower. And any one of you can come up to me. If you see me at the truck stop, you can come up to me. If you need a shower, I'll get you one. I have unlimited showers. And won't hesitate to get you a shower if you're willing to wash your ass. It's too much. The actions of the dummies, and I'm not saying, I know quite a few drivers that are foreign, been over here in this country for a long time. They went to school. They paid their dues, and they're excellent truck drivers. And they even will openly admit to you that driving trucks in their country and then coming over here, immigrating over here to drive trucks, is two different worlds. It's not the same. Well, that's it, Amir. You've got to stay clean in here. I have seen store managers put them out to stores while they were shopping because they had the store smelling so fucking bad that the customers in the store were complaining. They literally had to open the doors and air the store out. Bad. And that's not cool. One to 2 days. By the third day, that's the limit. There's got to be a shower took. That's my philosophy. Very seldom do I push it to the third day. It depends on how hard we're running and the availability at the truck stop. I've had to push out to 3 days without being able to get a shower, but I keep baby wipes in the truck, and I'll take what us truckers call a whore bath. I will hit all the spots and put some more deodorant on till I can get a full-blown shower. You can't be running out here stinking up the shippers and the receivers and the truck stops. And that's disgusting. That is gross. I watched one this morning in Eric, Oklahoma. His truck was sitting in the fuel outlet. Nobody in it. This is before I even got out of my parking stall. I walked up to the store, went to the bathroom. His truck was in the fuel outlet. This dude was in the bathroom in the stall on the phone, speakerphone, having a nice loud conversation in his native language. I did what I had to do, came back out, got me a coffee, went to my truck, drank my coffee. About 20 minutes later, started my pre-trip, pulled out and pulled into the fuel island, put a little bit of fuel in the truck, filled the reefer up, pulled my truck up forward, came back into the store, and the cup of coffee had hit, so I had to go back to the bathroom. That same disrespectful asshole was still sitting on the toilet, still on the phone, his truck still blocking up one of the 4 fuel islands that they had. And that's bullshit. If you got to go sit on the throne for a damn hour and a half, you need to go to a parking stall or park out of the fuel island where people can get in and fuel and do their business. And I told the lady, I said, the moron in that truck is still sitting in there talking on the phone. He's been in there, I know, a good 35, 45 minutes. She said, no, sir, he has been in there an hour and a half. And I have paged him 4 times to get up and get his truck out of the fuel island. Well, they ain't gonna do that. Now, I know some trucking companies, if you come to the terminals and you hadn't bathed and you come inside to the offices or whatever, they will put you out to the driver's lounge, tell you not to come back till you washed your ass. They won't allow you in the terminal. If you refuse to take a shower, they'll restrict you to your truck and you won't be able to get out as long as you're on property. Other than to hook your trailer up and leave. Now y'all bear with me. I got to put y'all on pause and then there'll be a brief moment of silence for a minute. I've got to make a phone call. I need to call my dispatcher. Alrighty, I'm back. I had to get in touch with my little dispatcher this morning to get some things set up. How you doing, Otto? Not sure what you were talking about, shoot to kill. Yeah. Yeah, if you miss it verbally, if y'all miss whenever I take a phone call verbally, I will flip the screen and tell you I'm on the phone, and then I'll flip back. It'll be a brief moment of silence. My phone is a business phone. I do own my own trucking company, so I get a lot of phone calls throughout the day. Some of them I take, some of them I decline. So, ooh, mercy. But for any newcomers to the page, we tell it straight down the middle. We do not cater to feelings on here. We say what we feel, and we mean what we feel. So if you're easily butthurt, no, admit, I'm not rich, brother. I'm not rich. I ain't nowhere near where I should be at this point in time. People get that confused when you own your own business. Oh, you're rich. No. I had to have them. I've got expenses on this truck. We ain't rich. Yeah, I own it. I got my own LLC, E&J Trucking. But here's the part that a lot of people miss with people who own their own business. You got overhead. You got expenses. The expenses on this Peterbilt that I'm driving right now per week, that's for fuel, that's for truck notes, insurance, etc. The expenses on this truck average about $3,000 plus a week. A week. Anywhere from $2,800 to $3,200 a week just in expenses on this truck. Now, multiply that times 52 weeks out of the year. A little over 2,800 to 3,200. Well, shit, Amir, this Peterbilt brand new retails for $275,000. The 389 feet is not cheap. And once we pay the truck off, we're gonna have a maintenance expense on this truck That's going to be oil changes, windshield wiper blades, repair costs, etc. Tires. Hell, a set of tires for this Peterbilt's about $9,000. And that's shopping the cheapest tires we can get. Just because I own my own business don't make me rich. People get a misconception on that. Oh yeah, tires are ridiculous. Set of Bridgestone steers like I got on the front of this Peterbilt, that's gonna run you for 2 tires probably about between $1,600 to $1,900 fucking dollars. Omega, where's that at? No mojo. Yes, sir. For 10 Bridgestone, 2 steers and 8 drives. Yes, sir. Now about 6-7 years ago, that ain't gonna last you but about 2.5 years. If you do your preventive maintenance and make sure your air pressures are where they're supposed to be on these tires. You might can stretch them 2.5 years. Six, 7 years ago, a set of Bridgestone, 10 Bridgestone tires that I bought about 6 or 7 years ago on my Freightliners was about $6,800. That was 6 to 8 years ago. That's why you see a lot of people like me out here, independent contractors. A lot of them will buy recaps on their drives. I won't. I'll buy the virgin rubber because you'll spend more money buying the cheap recaps to put on your drives than if you just went ahead and sprung for the money to buy the brand new rubber. This type of business right here is not a cheap business to be into. 75% of independents out here who start their own trucking company go out of business within a year to 2 years. I've been in business for 10. I've been running my own ship for 10 years. And I'm going to tell you, you ain't going to get rich. The only way you're going to get rich out here in the trucking industry, running your own trucking business, is you're going to have to own 2,000 to 3,000 fucking trucks and have a major company. And we are fixing to drop off into Albuquerque. A little foggy on the mountains around Albuquerque this morning. I can promise you, with the price of fuel right now, 8 years ago, on my fuel expenses, I was spending, every 12 weeks, I was using $13,000 to $15,000 in fuel. Every 12 weeks. Right now, I'm probably every 12 weeks spending 25 to 30,000 just in fuel. Then you figure up $1 million insurance policy, as well as the standard insurance policy for the truck. I had to pay for $1 million insurance policy to even get on anybody's property. I had to have bobtail insurance, as well as regular insurance on the truck itself. So that's 3 different types of insurance I got to pay for out of my pocket. Whoever I'm contracted to, whatever type of e-log they're using, I got to pay for the e-log service per week. The pre-pass for the scales and the tolls, I got to pay for it. I got to pay for my own health care. No, sir. Ain't no being rich because you own your own company. Don't confuse that. I might bring home, let's say, 80,000 out of 200,000 a year. That's after paying all my expenses and my taxes. And the taxes is what gets you. How you doing, Noel? Good to see you, brother. How's everything down there in Australia? Hope you're staying warm. Yeah, I admit, they tax me on what my company makes in a whole. Not what I get to put in the bank. They tax me on the total gross of everything. And I had to write off this, that, and the earth, and the third, but I still have to pay them tens of thousands of damn dollars every year. Then, for every truck per year, you have a $22.90 tax. So that basically breaks down to an additional $550 on average per truck that you own, that you have to pay to the federal government just to get on this highway and drive. It's a road tax that the trucking industry has to pay. So when any of y'all tell truck drivers they don't own the road, you a damn liar. We pay 85% of the damn road taxes out here. And there's no goddamn good reason why these highways look like shit. There's no federal government and no city government in any state that can justify why the highways look like shit. With that amount of money, when the trucking industry puts 85% of the money towards fixing these highways every year. And I can tell you some of these big companies that's got 18 to 30,000 trucks like Swift, Night Swift, and all that. They're paying in the millions for the road taxes. Millions. I heard that, no. Hell, that's all you can do when it's wintertime, brother. Stay warm and enjoy. But this is a lot of misconceptions that people don't get when they come out here in this trucking. Oh, I'll just go truck driver. All I gotta do is sit down and drive all day. Well, if you're a company driver, you gonna sit down and drive all day. But it's not an easy job. You gotta put up with these idiots out here on the road. You gotta put up with the assholes at the shippers and the receivers. You gotta put up with other idiot truck drivers that are too stupid to be driving trucks. It is mentally and physically demanding. And it is not for everybody. You gotta be able to work 24 hours a day. That means you might be up and running all day the day before. Then you may have to do a short break, like an 8-hour break, get back up, start at dark, and get back on the road to finish out a run. Now you're running at night. And then you got to try to get you a little bit of sleep after swapping from daylight running to night running like we are right now. I got about 4 or 5 hours sleep yesterday. About 4 or 5 hours sleep. We were parked up pretty early. We started a few hours before daylight. But we had to be back up at midnight last night to get on this road and roll. So that way we could at least get within a few hour drive of our delivery for tomorrow afternoon. any of y'all have watched the news here lately, here in the United States. They had a truck driver, I think, was out in Texas. My wife was telling me about it. He had broke down on the shoulder of the road. Broke down on the shoulder of the road. And this is how law enforcement and the law treats us truck drivers out here on the road. He was broke down. Some dingleberry, self-entitled dipshit who couldn't get around nobody in the lanes jumped on the shoulder of the road at 75 miles an hour, ran into the ass of his truck while he was broke down, killed him. When the police got to the scene, they immediately arrested the truck driver and charged him with involuntary manslaughter. Broke down on the shoulder, and a dumbass in a car on the road trying to pass everybody hit his truck, because in the law's eyes, he shouldn't have been on the shoulder of that road. He shouldn't have broke down and been on the shoulder of that road. It was unprofessional of that driver to do that and cost somebody their life. So now this truck driver, his whole life is going to be flipped upside down because of a moronic idiot doing something stupid. And law enforcement holding us accountable for a dumbass's bad decision on the road. And it ain't right, and this is what they do to us every day. Every time there's an accident. Not every accident is our fault, and not every accident ain't our fault. There are some drivers out here driving these trucks who should not be behind the wheel of a truck and have caused major accidents and killed people. And they deserve just what they got. Like the boy in Colorado that run over all the people on the mountain. Like the Arabic fella with Amazon that run over all them people in Austin, Texas, and the Russian driver who run over them people in Alabama here recently and killed a few people. Those types of drivers are who we need off the road, because they do not know how to conduct themselves. Quite a few years back, there was a couple of truck drivers in the middle of the night on I-59 coming out of Mississippi into Louisiana, Pearl River, Louisiana. And they got a river right there. It's called the Pearl River. A drunk, impatient asshole in a Chevrolet Blazer, an older model Blazer. Drunk, mind you, he was drunk. Decided that they wasn't moving fast enough. One of them was passing the other one. So he ran around them on the shoulder, cut them off to the point that it wrecked both trucks, and one of the trucks ended up in the Pearl River, and the driver of that truck, the truck driver, drowned in his truck. Left behind wife and kids. These little kids lost their daddy. This man fled the scene. When they got him and arrested him and they took him to court, he got four years in prison. 4 years in prison for murdering that truck driver out here on the highway. But had it been the truck driver who killed him, the truck driver would be in prison for life. He'd got a life sentence. So that's just the way the cookie crumbles here in America when it's stuck on stupid. And the biggest blame in it is these ambulance chasing attorneys. They're allowed to put billboards up here that state, hit by a big truck, call me, I will get you paid. By them advertising that, they put a target on the driver out here on this road's back. Because there's always a worthless, lazy son of a bitch in a car who is looking to get $1 million lawsuit, who will deliberately wreck you to sue you. But guess what? They ain't gonna work in this truck. You see that? That right there? That right there is my stuck on stupid measure. That right there records 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it's admissible in the court of law. So if you a dumbass out here in this traffic and you wreck me, you can rest assured you're going to be working 999 jobs to pay me. You'll be working the rest of your life. And if you get me killed, you'll be working the rest of your life to take care of my family. I promise you. That video camera right there is gonna convict your ass faster than the judge can say it. And once I get this truck paid off and get it out from under the contract, I will be able to add my other 2 cameras to these mirrors on each side of my door looking down the side of my truck. So if you think you're going to be stupid and run under my damn trailer and try to sue me, you will be on camera there. So, against all these idiots out here, and I hope some of you watch this live on YouTube, don't believe the lie that these hit by big truck attorneys tell you. Because I've done been sued twice. For a dumbass that couldn't yield oncoming traffic, thought she was going to get her $1 million payday. She got her ass 30 days in jail after the video footage hit the big screen. And the judge gave her an opportunity in that courtroom to recant her testimony on exactly what happened and how the truck driver was at fault. And she refused, so she went to jail for 30 days for lying in the courtroom. Perjury. The bad part is my attorneys tried to get them to drop the lawsuit before we ever went to court. And they had a copy of the video. But her hit by a big truck attorney thought that he was going to get a hold of my electronic logbook and find some violation in my e-log that violates the FMCA rules of logbooks to prove that I shouldn't have been on the road that day. That was his only way to beat me in court that day. Well, guess what? He was sadly mistaken. He didn't find shit. I know.
Continue on I-40.
He didn't find nothing. He lost his court case. I won my countersuit. And to this day, that fat bitch out of Texarkana still owes me $250,000. I got my 50 grand out of her attorney. I sued him for defamation on how he drew up the paperwork of the lawsuit and how rudely and disrespectfully he downgraded me as a professional driver. So he paid up real quick. Now the passenger in the car, who had no ability to sue me or the trucking company that I was contracted with, since her girlfriend there didn't get her hit by a big truck paycheck, she decided she was going to get the money so they could still split it. Well, what she didn't know was, is by law, being the passenger in the vehicle, you can't sue the driver or the trucking company. The only person you can sue is the driver of the car you're riding in. So when we went to court on that, that was a whole 5 minutes for the judge to look at her and her attorney and dismiss the case against me and the trucking company that I was contracted to. So she probably got $10,000 or $15,000 out of that girl's insurance company. She didn't get nothing out of me or the company that I was leased to. That's the joys of having enough sense to know, keep legal representation on a retainer. Whether you use them or not, have them on speed dial. Because you got a lot of idiots out here that think they're going to get paid. But these damn cameras are bursting their bubble. And I can tell y'all can call fucking Morris Bart. You will lose. If I got you on that camera being stupid, you're gonna lose. Morning, Warren. Welcome to Albuquerque, New Mexico. At least the traffic is somewhat decent this morning. I'm surprised. It's normally worse than this, for it being almost 7 o'clock. Ooh, boy. We're going to have to get off up here going out of Albuquerque, hit this love. May have to park up for a minute and wait. We're 6 hours and 20 minutes away from our delivery. We might go on ahead and call it a day. I don't know. We got a hell of a grade to get out of Albuquerque. Definitely been some crappy weather in New Mexico. It's been raining its ass off all morning. Trying to get my momentum up. We get on this incline in this climbing lane with this loaded trailer. Stupid is and stupid does. See, that's how stupid these people are that cause these wrecks out here. And like I said, then they try to sue you. You've been staring at the sign said exit only for fucking a mile and a half, and you wait till the last minute and jump in between cars. But there's a lot of folks out here that ain't got the IQ level to be having a driver's license. But unfortunately, the DMV don't test IQs. They need to. I can promise you, if we started testing IQs out here, we would reduce the amount of idiots on the road. And this is a win-win. Because once we reduce the idiots on the road, we're going to reduce the accidents on the road. That means our insurance prices are going to go down. And get this, they can't drive no more. That means we're going to reduce the carbon pollution in the environment. So that'll make the green for the environment assholes happy. We'll be able to cut the carbon emissions in half. Just by getting a few low IQ'd idiots off the road. I guarantee you in the first month it would take over 6 million idiots off the road. I guarantee it. Some folks will get offended about it, but the folks that get offended about what I just said are the dumbasses out here doing stupid shit in traffic. The dumbasses putting everybody else's life at risk because they think they're self-entitled. They think they shit don't stink and they smelling up the stink. Smell like a stagnant cesspool. Don't worry, I pick on everybody in every state. So don't get offended if I'm in your home state talking about idiots. If you get offended by it, then that means you're one of the people I'm talking about. So don't prove my point. Lordy, lordy. Unfortunately, we're too close to our exit to pass it, so we got to slow down. Ooh, boy. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate it. Much respect back to you and Bowling. That's what this whole world's lacking nowadays, respect.
Take the ramp ahead to I-40 West.
These newer generations out here are so disrespectful and so self-entitled. And I blame their parents for a lot of it. And I blame government office interference for a lot of it, like over here with Child Protective Services in the United States. They don't know how to mind their own fucking business. You can't discipline your child. He grows up. He's either blowing shit up, shooting other kids in school, and just being a total fuck up. But that's the project of retards not allowing parents to be parents. And parents not being parents. And you see them in the store, they tell you, oh, now Tyler, if you don't quit crying, you're not going to get nothing, instead of jerking that little bastard up, beating his ass. But I can promise you, my mama jerked my ass up, tell me, I'm fixing to give you something to cry about, motherfucker, and beat my ass. And I promise you I didn't cry after I got my ass whooped. When she told me to shut up, I shut up. Okay, buddy. I appreciate that. More the merrier. You never know what kind of crazy shit I'm gonna talk about. You gonna shift, asshole?
Keep left on Atrisco Vista Boulevard Northwest, then take the first left. Make a sharp left turn on Atrisco Vista Boulevard Northwest, then take the first left. Keep left to Central Avenue Southwest, then take the first left. Turn left on Central Avenue Southwest.
Ah, it's gonna be a minute. I gotta get some fuel. But I'm waiting on something right now. A message come through before I get the fuel. That's pretty stupid, dude. You already know this is a tight turn. But he's in such a goddamn hurry to beat me in the truck stop. And he'll probably go to the damn diesel side where all the big trucks are because he's got that fucking trailer. It's not for pickups and your personal trailers. That is for commercial trucks. I don't see no DOT numbers on it. But I guarantee you that dickweed will pull that shit around there and take up a fuel outlet. And be stupid and disrespectful about getting his fuel. Oh, he's actually gonna go in the gas side. I'm shocked. He probably done got his ass wore out by them truck drivers. Alright, Warren. Then you got dickheads like this HMD right here. Just pull up and block the fucking road. Really? Stupid ass fucking Russian bitch. That's Visa driver in action. Up there blocking the goddamn driveway. With parking spots open everywhere in here. I'm gonna at least try to run a couple more hours.
Central Avenue Northwest, then take the first
right now
left.
we're 6 hours away. I want to get it down to at least 4. But I gotta have some fuel to make it to where I'm parking up at. Not gonna get a whole lot of fuel, but I'm just gonna put enough in this drive tank to get us there. Basically a little splash of fuel. Ooh, mercy. The fun of it all. Straight like that, I forgot my damn trip number. 8906. done knocked my bone off, dog. Smokey done knocked y'all off the damn steering wheel. Ah, they good there, Warren. That ought to get us to where we're parking for today. I think I'm gonna park up in Milan at the Loves, Milan, New Mexico. Get at least another hour or not more. We waiting on skateboard Charlie here with his container to get his ass out of the way. You knocked my phone off the damn dash, dog. Man, you gonna fight. We're not playing with the rope. We're not done yet. Now, when I was putting the fuel in, he walked out to his truck. I called him Skateboard Charlie, but he's Step Deck Sam. Oh my goodness, man, come on. Morning, Bree. I know. Appreciate you stopping by. Just waiting on Step Deck Sam here. I was hoping to get my message. Oh, well, hey. You know, I live at my job. How's my little pudding doing? Yeah, I know. You seen the other dog. No, the other dog does not want to play rope with you. The other dog does not want to play rope with Mocha. But, you're not getting out. You're not getting out, so you can go put your rope up. So where are you working at, Bree? Sit down. Get out of my lap. Get out of my lap. Quit being a turd head. Come on. Crazy ass dog. Now I'm fixing to go be an asshole. Oh, cool. Pizza Inn. Used to be a damn good place. I ain't been there in a long time. I didn't even know it was still open. We give that place hell when I was in school. Now we made him be an asshole. Before you see me jump out that damn truck, he threw that son of a bitch in gear. Fucking dangling head. Take you 30 goddamn minutes to get your truck out of the fuel island. I need to go to the bathroom. Because this dickhead sitting up here dragging his nuts getting out of the way so we can get out of the fuel island. These other drivers behind us need to get fuel.
I ain't gonna say nothing about what you did there, Biggie, but I seen it all. You came up there and you sit there in that fuel island, you talked on the phone, then you went inside and you took a crap, took a shower, you came back and then you baby ate on out there. You should have done the same shit when you first got there. That way you wouldn't have held up that pump for as long as you did. And you go out there and you look at me and I look at you and you still feel offended. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, he should be slapped in his fucking throat.
Yeah, he did it. And he was standing right next to me and I was waiting for the fucker to move and he wouldn't move and he didn't do anything. And all he had to do, and then he comes out of there and he creeps out of there to go park. I'm like, you stupid. I'm not even going there, Mickey. It's okay.
I shall be back. I'm gonna run inside and go to the bathroom real quick. You behave.
Oh, and then he wants to throw his arms up like, what? What? I almost thought about pulling your kingpin out. I said, I'll pull his kingpin out, teach him a fucking lesson, but... And I thought about it and I said, can't help it, he's dumb.
You been keeping everybody busy? Smokey keep y'all busy? Now we better get on the road. Move. Move. You all hunkered up like I got something for you. You be good the rest of this trip, and I'll get you a doggy bone when we get parked. Alright, time to roll it. Don't get under my feet. Hard head.
Turn right on Patrick's
Well, I told you not to get under my feet.
Then take the first left.
You hard-headed. Now this dude right here, I don't know if they were somewhere or if somebody ordered this, a police department ordered this. We're going to look and see who the name is on the back. Oh, that's for Glendale, Arizona. Their new mobile command center. Whoever's bringing that to him, boy, he was running about 80 in that son bitch when he come by me earlier. There's a nice W9. Stretch frame on it. Got him a low boy behind it. And he didn't put them retarded super big stacks. He left the stacks at a normal size. There's a Peterbilt, same way. And that looks good. That obnoxious ass big old basketball size fucking exhaust pipes looks butt fucking retarded on these trucks. That's my opinion. They look butt fucking retarded, but when they're normal size, they look good.
To the northwest, then take the first right.
This is the Loves in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Wish there's two of them here. The other one's just a fuel stop. There ain't no parking at it. This one's going out of Albuquerque, headed west. And it's on top of the hill. There's still water standing over here at the drain. So, oh, they done come back and put the stop sign back. That stop sign was gone. Had a DOT officer pull me over and DOT'd me for running that stop sign. Well, now he can legally do something. It was back there coming off the Love's property. Wasn't out here by the road.
Turn right on Patrisco.
So what they did was they picked it up and then put a new one out here, put another one out here on the public right of way. Because the one they got their asses in trouble for writing tickets for the other stop sign coming out of the Loves. Can't write a ticket on a stop sign that's on private property. But they have been making a whole shitload of money off of writing people tickets off of that stop sign back here at this Love. So they removed it off the Love's property and stuck it out by the road. Come on, cargo, goddamn. Get the Geological out your ass. Jesus fucking Christ. I hope you don't screw your girlfriend like that. She probably done found somebody new.
Turn left on I-40 West.
But then again, this day and age, you may have a boyfriend. Who knows? Big sticker on the back of the trailer. Vehicle makes no rights on red, but he just made a right on red. Oh my goodness, come on, car. Come on, you cockbite bitch. Slowing down for the fucking intersection. Get your funky ass out of the way. We're gonna go on ahead and push a little bit closer. Get ourselves about 4 to 5 hours away. When you come on this own around the truck, use the whole merge lane. Don't jump straight the fuck out there into that traffic flying up over that hill. There goes Glendale's Mobile Command Center. That feller delivering that to that police department down there in the city of Glendale, he rolling the hell out of that son of a bitch. we get down here to Grants, New Mexico, I'm going to show y'all something pretty cool. I'm going to show y'all something that's millions of years old. Millions of years old. I can't remember if Grant's first and then Milan, or Milan's first and then Grant's. But when I see some of it, I'm going to show y'all. We about, right now, about 4 or 5 hours from Flagstaff and the I-17. We won't be able to make it that far because there ain't nowhere over there to park. Well, I know a place I can go park, but I'm not deviating off the Peterbilt. Peterbilt there in Flagstaff don't mind you pulling up and parking because you can go next door to Walmart. But the fun of all being out here is going up and down these elevations. You might better look in your camera screen there and see me sitting here, dipshit. That crack-headed mirror technology. Now right up ahead of us, on the horizon, is the Route 66 truck stop and Indian Casino. Real nice place. I've been in there. I've been in the truck stop. The truck stop's pretty cool. I ain't walked over to the casino part of it yet, but from the outside it looks pretty nice. Slow your big ass down. I ain't gonna keep stab braking you every 2 seconds now. Trying to do 80 off the damn hillside here. See a lot of pretty scenery today across New Mexico. That is a given. Yes, sir. Fun. I guess my damn live clicked out and clicked back in while we was in the truck stop. them counters back down to 30 minutes. We was up over an hour when we were coming through Albuquerque. Ooh, boy. Says, come get your kicks on Route 66. But you can get on historical Route 66 right here at the casino. Take a good scenic ride through the country. It's a pain in the ass to get in there and get out of there, but it is a nice place. Yeah, we'll see about it, Bree. See, man, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm in New Mexico on I-40, just left Albuquerque. Climbing these damn grades. Get our momentum. We'll be in good shape. Oh, me, oh my, buddy. Fun. Now we're going to try to get a little bit more momentum going up this one. Some of them are easy peasy, some of them are pretty steep, but they don't look steep. But the biggest thing is driving out here in the western part of the country, you're always going up and west. Trying to see if we was gonna pull this one without downshifting. We made it. Barely, but we made it. I got another Indian truck stop at Casino on, two more on up ahead of us. One's a Dancing Eagle, and I can't remember what the other one is. I have to look at it when I go by. Both of them pretty nice places. I've won a little bit of money at both of them. Woo-hoo. That's always. Oh my goodness, what was this? Yes, sir. Fun, fun, fun. I hope as weather blows out here. I didn't want to come over here and deal with rain. Usually you don't see no rain over here. It's been raining off and on me ever since I got into New Mexico. Yeah, Buzz, it's going pretty good. It's about almost over with. Here in the next hour or two, we're going to call it a day. Try to save a little bit of time. We get some time back at midnight and we'll finish this run out. See if these planners are going to get something on me today. Either today or first thing in the morning. We can either pick back up Thursday or Friday. Probably going to be Friday morning. Do a damn drop and hook with Red Bull. Be my luck. I really don't like that place. whatever it is, I hope it's a good 12 to 1,500 mile run. That way we can finish up our week big. We're going home Thursday next week. Well, we're going to my house in Mississippi. Be 4th of July weekend. So we're 7 days away from taking a break. Driver, running off the road. Running off the road, stupid. He's up there having sex with his camel over the phone. I'm running all off the shoulder of the road. Yeah, we're gonna try. I'm going up there, spend a little time. I ain't seen the kids in a minute, and I ain't seen my grandbabies. One of them I ain't met yet. That's my youngest granddaughter. So I'm definitely making a special trip to see that little munchkin. So I'm all about my kids now. My kids and my grandkids, I'm all about them. You want a short life expectancy, don't go fucking with one of them. What are you sitting over there slobbering for? Why you drooling? What you drooling for? Yeah, I know, you ready to park up. You ready to go chase the prairie dogs in the parking lot. I see you, Big Mo. Old Big Mo Mo. That's what your mama call you, Big Mo. But it's always pretty scenery out here. It's definitely different out this way. For one, they ain't got no trees. They got bushes. They don't have trees. Number two, the wind gets real bad out here. That wind out here gets so damn strong it'll flip this truck over. Pay attention, see how low these clouds are. That's because we're way up in elevation right now. We're closer to the clouds. That's why it gets so damn hot out here. I tried to understand why Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, and Utah areas was so damn hot. That's because they're closer to the sun. You get back to the central part of the country and you're back more closer to sea level. Or if you go to New Orleans, you're below sea level. You get out here, you're closer to the sun. I'm gonna tell you, you can get out of this truck on a sunshiny day and walk to the damn truck stop door and you'll be red as a boiled lobster. These dummies are reading the sign, left lane closed, half mile. Y'all still in the left lane. Oh, we got one that's a little bit smart. The only reason why you come to a stop at these construction zones is because dumbasses don't get their ass out of the left lane when it's closed. And they make it a mortal bitch on everybody else. Here comes one right now, trying to shoot the gap. All he's gonna manage to do is get around us. He ain't gonna beat that next truck. But then again, the lane may not be closed. Must not be. Everybody's jumping back to left. So see, they ain't even took the signs down. Oh, not much. Just out here in west part of New Mexico. Headed to Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, it's a beautiful view out here. It is definitely a beautiful view. It's definitely something to be seen. Excuse me. Ooh, boy. But as you can tell, these roads are garbage. Skipped the whole section right through here and then started back paving. Tell me what kind of lunatic bullshit that is. And this wasn't redone but less than a couple of years ago and it's already going to pieces. It's damn heat out here raises hell on these concrete and asphalt highways. The internet ain't what it should be with this 5G out this way. I'm sorry, bottomly, but you guys gonna speed up, slow down. We're going around you. Wee, all the way home. Well, the further west we get, the better the scenery is going to be. Right now, we're coming through a little area full of them plateaus. You can actually drive up to the top of these plateaus and look off over the highway. Not in the big truck, but in a car. So hopefully we won't have no interruptions with glitchy service.
Stunning stack.
I don't know no dildo brain from New York. Big call my bone. If that's a broker, he damn sure don't need to be calling my phone. You got questions on my ETA, you call dispatch. They'll call me, and I'll tell them. Same thing I'm going to tell you, minus go fuck yourself. Ain't nothing worse than dispatch giving your phone number out to a peckerhead. And I done told them a dozen times, don't give my number out. If you give my number out, somebody gonna get bucked up and get rudely talked to. How's it going, Scott? Welcome to New Mexico. Oh boy. No, sir, we headed to Phoenix. Phoenix, Arizona, Warren. another piece of equipment. Looks like a crane. Old low boy got it loaded down.
1991.
Some kind of equipment. Not real sure what that is. Something for the highways, I guess. Piece of road construction machinery. Yes, sir. It is definitely that, boy. See, I understand now, after getting to go out to Phoenix, why it's so hot. Phoenix is so high above sea level that we're closer to the sun. It's the only explanation. Yes, indeed. You got the Dancing Eagle, and then you got Sky City.
1991.
Sky City's the Indian casino and truck stop out here. We better go by Dancing Eagle. It's right up here on the left. Sky City's gonna be on the right side of the road. They got plenty of parking. We spent the night there too a few times. That Dancing Eagle, they can hold 300 trucks. They got a big ass parking lot. And they got the little casino across the road. But y'all went over there, it's pretty good. It's a no smoking casino, but it's cool. Went over there and played a few dollars and won a few dollars. Come on, dude, get out of the way. I'm holding back, keep from running over you. We'll probably get overspeed before this day's up. Probably right here. Get on up around Wobble Wagons. There's a third FedEx up ahead of him. And I know these four-wheelers is trying to chew my bumper off or upset right now. And they gonna get over. Because I'm not moving over when I'm faster than the other truck on the road. I'll move over when I get around. I don't do that dive in and sit on somebody's bumper. There's a lot of morons out here that do that shit, and that's the dumbest shit. We're gonna let the angry birds go because they upset. There's some majestic views from some of these tops of some of these hills. Right up here on the left is Sky City. Pretty nice place. Got a lot of parking. I went and played in there and won me a few dollars. We 5.5 hours out. Time we make it to Milan, we ought to be 4.5 hours out. Shouldn't be no problem about finding the parking. No, Scott, I'm on I-40. Same I-40 we've been on since we left Arkansas. I ain't gonna get on I-10 till I get down to Phoenix for this delivery. Hopefully they'll give us something good coming back out. Be my luck, I end up with a damn TJ Maxx load. Some dumb shit. End up at the drop yard, dropping the reefer and grabbing a dry van. Never know with these clowns when you get out here to Phoenix. I know you're ready to stop, but you gonna wait, chick. We ain't done yet. I'm gonna show y'all something here through Grants, through this little area. Yeah, when I pointed out to you, be in mind, this shit's millions of years old. We got about another 15 minutes, we'll be in Grant. Quit blowing damn snot on my arm through your nose. I done told you about blowing your breath at me. Get mad all you want. You got something to say? You got a grievance you want to get off your chest? Huh? You look like you want to say something. Well, talk to me. What is it? Talk to me. Quit blowing snot on me. You shit turd. Yeah, I done been to Vegas a few times before. I've delivered in Vegas, I've picked up in Vegas, and I've ran through Vegas, passing through a few times. Went across the bottom half of the Grand Canyon going to Vegas, out there coming from Kingston, to go pick up a load. Picked up a load of vacuum cleaners. Something of that nature. Took that shit all the way down to Laredo. That was a ride. Stop blowing your damn boogers on me, dog. You keep looking at me like you got something to say. Get it off your chest. Tell me. Tell me. What is it? What is it? Tell me. You ain't gonna talk to me? Oh, now you're gonna talk to me. You're gonna be ugly about it. Now you gonna talk to me and be ugly about it. Keep that ugly talk up, I'm gonna wash your mouth out with soap. But, well, nothing. Well, nothing. I don't want to hear it. You always got something to say. You always got to argue with some shit. That looks real safe. They got the shit strapped out of it though. Big old Tweety Bird Peterbilt. I thought putty tag. I did. Which case I know that Peterbilt can get up and run. A lot of people don't know that a lot of them people, anytime you're doing an oversized or something like that you got to have banners. Some states, your speed through their, when you go through their states, you can only drive so fast. And that's in compliance with your permits for the oversized. Some states you gotta have an escort, some you don't. Some you gotta have an escort plus the police escort. Some you don't. Boy, that boy got a load of pipe on there. That pipe are just tubing. That just sheet metal tubing. Now I want y'all to pay attention. Y'all see all that rock right there that's all black? That ain't regular rock. That's lava. All this through here is from a prehistoric volcano eruption millions of years ago. That's all lava that pushed up out of the ground from a volcano eruption. So it ain't just regular rock. It was molten rock that come up out of the ground. And this whole area is full of it. That's one of the key attractions through Grant, Island, and into Gallup, New Mexico. There was a big volcanic eruption millions of years ago and all this lava was spewed out onto the ground. And that's where it's been ever since. The funny thing is, in some spots you can still see the waves in it that show that it was actually flowing across the ground and how it was pushing up out of the ground. But that's what dried, cooled off lava looks like after it comes out of the ground. It's all the way through here, both sides of the road. Some spots of the median, this highway is built right through the middle of a lava flow. One of these mountains out here blew its top millions of years ago. I always thought that was cool. I stopped out here and got my wife a lava rock, and brought it home. Down our last 3 hours and 35 minutes. Actually, we got 46 minutes because we still got 11 minutes in the hole. Because I took my 30-minute break about 11 minutes early. But that's okay. I don't see all that black rock out there. That damn lava flowed a long ways before it stopped. Then when you get over into Arizona, they got a big old crater from a meteor there in the edge of Arizona. They charge you out the ass to go see it. There's a big old hole almost a mile wide and almost a mile deep into the ground. It knocked a hell of a hole into the ground when it hit us millions of years ago. probably what shifted the climate out here to a desert. It probably caused that volcanic eruption. Who knows? Them scientists might know. Move. Told you about getting up there with your big head in my way. It's totally amazing how that lava pushed up out of the ground. All them little humps over there and up and that lava pushed up. These fellas is hauling a construction load, 6K rails apiece. That's a lot of weight. Boy. If my wife calls us before we get parked up, I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody know that will be the end of the live. I'm not gonna subject y'all to silence because we are gonna be shutting down here shortly. Calling it a day. We like almost 5 hours away. So we ain't got but 3.5 hours left on our book. As soon as we hit this Loveland Island, we're gonna park up there. We could run another hour and go to Gallup. But that Love is so small I don't even want to deal with it. I'd rather get me some decent parking here at the Loveland Island. New Mexico passed a law to become another state stupid like California and Illinois and Indiana, restricting the trucks to the right lane. They didn't set no special speed on us, but we're not allowed to ride in the left lane other than the pass. Which I try not to ride in the left lane other than the pass. We got about 5 miles, exit 79. We'll have a 5-hour run in the wee hours of the morning to get down there. We leave at midnight. Leave at midnight or close to midnight. I should be able to leave at about 10 o'clock tonight. We'll have our 10-hour break in at 7 o'clock. But it's getting down there to Phoenix about 3 or 4 in the morning, and And we can park back up, do another 10-hour break. And we'll go make our 4 o'clock in the afternoon delivery. And be able to have a full book to work with. Somewhat of a full book. We shall see. Oh, those folk got them. Using a little small SUV to pull a car hauling trailer with a pickup and a car on it. Knowing that damn SUV is not rated to pull that much weight. That DOT gonna have him a ball with that motherfucker. Boy, you might go to jail with that shit. I know he ain't gonna let you get it back on the damn road till you get a pickup over here with weight capacity on it. I can't remember if this volcano rock is pushed up out of the ground around that lump. If it is, I'm gonna take y'all out there and let y'all get a good look at it. Bugger Van, thank you. Thank you very much. She needs a bath right now. I was gonna wash her, but they give me this load out here. I'm not gonna wash this truck up. This wind out here blows so much dust around, it'll be dirty in 10 minutes. I'll probably wait till I go home here next week, get it washed up, or take it to the house and wash it myself. There's our exit coming up. Old Big Love's a heartbeat in the sky. I got a Petro over here too. It's nasty as fuck. We should be able to find us several, if not many, parking spots at 9 o'clock in the morning. There he is, folks. Waiting for business. Oh, dirty ass, barely marked highway patrol. Well, I'm glad I got fuel in Albuquerque.
Then take the ramp ahead. Take the ramp ahead. Turn left on New Mexico 122, then make a U-turn.
Mocha, settle your titties down. Like I said, hopefully we'll find some parking in here. Oh yeah, this place is almost a ghost town.
Turn right on Juniper Drive, then take the first right.
Stop! I'm gonna bat you on your damn nose if you breathe on me like that again. I promise you that. Now you would think about grabbing these parking spots right here.
A new message has arrived.
But doing that would be a mistake. These numbnuts will block you in right here. It's a fine ideas, but not really. I think they finally answered my request. Oh my goodness. These clowns get up in here, stopping in the parking lot and get lost. We're gonna go over here where we got access to the puppy dog stuff. We're gonna park up, that way it's a short
Turn
walk.
right on New Mexico 122, then take the first right.
Take Moki to the bathroom. Stop. I done told you, you better settle your titties down. I will get you out when we get stopped. Make this easy so we can get right back out the driveway. That way, there ain't nobody can block us in. Stop! Stop! You losing your little mind, chick. And we just got parked and I got stop.
You have 3 hours and 22 minutes of remaining drive time.
Go ahead and get off my butt so I can take this stink ball out. Stop. Stop. No. And I gotta go up to the store. Would you calm down? You gonna stop? You gonna stop? Hey, you gotta sit still. You can't do it, can you? You can't sit still, can you? Huh? You gonna get still? This dog is a whole clown. Whole clown. Don't you move. Don't you move. You sit right there and be a good dog. Crazy bird. Don't you do it. Oh, great. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. She ain't gonna jump in that mud hole. Get in your seat. Get in your seat and I'll move. I'll move. Get in your seat. I didn't see the mud hole. Stop. Stop. We're gonna have to move somewhere else, baby. Daddy didn't see the mud hole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Daddy didn't see the mud hole. I didn't see that it was that big. So we're gonna go over to the other side there and back in. Gotta be very careful. Don't want to throw myself back on the drive line. But we're gonna go over here and get next to Low Boy. Did not realize that there was a giant mud hole right there. And this dog will not jump out in that mud hole. I am so proud of her. Come on, bitch, back up. Jeez. Come on. I hate when they have it like this. Are you gonna back up? Are you gonna back up? All that jerky. I'm gonna pull up and get a little more center. She's got a heavy trailer on her. She don't like backing up them hills. Wants to jump and jerk a little bit. Hush, stink winks. Now we'll try it again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You didn't want to get your feet wet. I understand. Yeah, dummy. Come here, dum-dum. You done run all up into the back of that, front of that man's truck. Stinky nuts. Private property, no trespassing, no parking, and no pets. Oh, you got to build a cabin. Right in the ass dog. Right now, his dog. Got to pick your shit up. Come on, Stinky. Let's go, because I got to go to the store. Come on. Come on. Come on, let me get you some water. Let's go get you some water. Come on. Come on. Come on, crack monkey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, Lynn? Yeah, she's got her ritual to find a spot. She's a stinky little worm. We are a mile in New Mexico at the Loves. Ooh, boy. Well, that's good. We have finished up our day, almost 500 miles this morning. We have been rolling since about midnight. We done drove almost 8 hours. 7 hours and 26 minutes. Oh, I forgot. And I got to fill your water jugs up too. I forgot. Shame on Daddy. He didn't pour you no water. I got you, you stink ball. When I go up to the store, I'm going to get you some more water. Man, don't come on here with that World War III bullshit. Ain't gonna be a World War III about like there's cheese on the fucking moon. That's one thing I'm already tired of, is everybody's paranoid delusions. You know commercial trucking's got a zero tolerance for that. You see that commercial license? No. Have I ever? Yes. Back in the day, I've smoked plenty of weed. But I own a trucking company, and they have zero tolerance out here on the road behind the wheels of these trucks. And we're not going to fuck up our money flow to hit the weed. That's what differs me from a lot of people. I put my priorities of my family and my homes and all of our stuff that we got going on with 2 businesses in the household ahead of recreation time. Do I begrudge anybody that smokes it? No. Each to their own on that. If I was working a regular job and wasn't out here driving this truck, didn't have a lot of people's lives in my hands every day, I'd probably hit it from time to time, but that's about it. I packed that cigar a little too tight. Nowadays they roll them so loose I don't like it. I like them nice and firm. So I'll finish topping my tanks off in the morning or whenever we leave.
Ready, Stacy?
We got about a 5-hour drive from
Yeah, you going to
here.
get your receipt? Yes, sir.
I would have pulled up there and went ahead and got my fuel and then come back around and park, but there was too many nutballs in the line waiting, and there always is right here. I might. Yeah, I got about a half a tank on everything. I might just push it on down there and get fuel in Phoenix. I'm gonna check the prices before I do. If it's cheaper in Phoenix or there's another Love's in Holbrook, Arizona, I'm gonna check the prices. I'll stop in Holbrook and get fuel. Ooh, mercy. Trying to pop my back. I gotta get me some sweet teas and stuff out the store, because that's my last sweet tea. I've been sitting on it. I could have got sweet tea up there in Albuquerque while I was in the Loves, but I don't like being in that Loves very, very much. Being a little mental midget manager that come up to about right here on my chest had some words in there one day at the hot dog rack. Because apparently the goofy little women that they have working at the restaurant, Hardee's in there, I tried to order some food one day. Well, they didn't have it. Everything I asked for on the menu, oh, well, we ain't got that, we're out. We're out. I said, well, what good are you? Why y'all even open? Well, I'm sorry, I just threw my hands up, and as I was walking off, she said, well, have a nice day, and I throwed this up. I throwed her the deuces from behind as I was walking out the door. She went and told the manager of the store, this little short little pencil neck midget retard, that I shot her the bird, that I did this. So apparently this in New Mexico means this. So instead of having Hardee's, I was fixing me a couple of hot dogs on the roller rack. This little mental midget comes walking up to me, just doing that. And I turned around, looked at him and said, what? And his words to me, all huffed up, you think you tough. And I looked him right in his eye right then and there, and there was a New Mexico highway patrolman standing at that cash register. I said, mister, if you thinking about putting your hands on me, you gonna need more than that state trooper to get me off of you. You gonna find out how tough I am. Now what's your problem? Well, I defend my employees, and you had no business shooting her the middle finger. I said, shooting her the middle finger. I said, so telling her this when she said, have a nice day, is shooting the middle finger. I threw my hand up and said, deuces. Don't give a shit. He just looked at me. Get out of my face, you turd. He just looked at me all bowed up, blowing his breath. And I finished fixing my hot dogs. And he was just still standing there just staring at me, puffed up. And I looked at him, I said, anything else I can help you with? He just wouldn't say nothing, just kept staring me down like he was just so fucking menacing and intimidating. I'm 6'1", 185, 190 pounds. His little fucking ass was 5'1", probably about 95 pounds. And he's bowed up like a tick on an elephant's ass, thinking he's gonna rape the elephant. So I got my hot dogs. As I went to walk off, now the highway patrolman sitting there watching him. So when I went to step towards the register, I looked at him and said, just like that, and walked off. And he said, excuse me. I said, you can take that any way you want to there, Peckerwood. I said, but don't get too comfortable in your job, because I'm going to file a complaint every day of the damn week with corporate loves until your ass ain't got a job. I said, you know the bad part about it? That camera right there above your head is going to convict your stupid ass. Just like they going to look at the camera reel and see when I walked out that I throwed her the deuces. Well, I'm going to say this. I filed my complaints. I know who to call and who to get transferred to and talk to with Loves. I do a lot of business with him, have been for 10 years. He is no longer a manager at that store, but I don't like the atmosphere of that store. So I limit my shopping in there to quick in and out, bathroom, and out the door. That's it. Fuel stop only. Because them people are fucking rude ass Peckerwoods. Now I didn't want to get that man fired, but he didn't have no business blowing up on me. Because first off, he broke company policy when he balled his fist up and got in my face. That's against Love's policy right there. That's what got him fired. He violated company policy. And he was a fucking manager and he knew better. Company policy states with Love's, it's just as well as it does with most other places. If you have a customer and employee altercation, you as a manager are to ask that customer, if he is at fault, to please leave the property. I need you to please leave the property. And you say it in that tone. You don't run out there and go, you think you're a tough guy? That'll get your ass fired every time. So even if I had shot that girl with a bird, he still would have lost his job for threatening a customer. For coming to a customer in a threatening manner. How you doing, Glow? Nice to see you. Welcome to the Loves of New Mexico. This is the parking lot. We are parked up for today. We're going to be wrapping this up because I imagine my wife will be crawling out of bed here shortly to go to work. She'll be calling. see how I'm doing. But yeah, he broke his own company policies that he was in charge of enforcing by losing his cool, being stupid. And I wish he would have grabbed me, because that highway patrolman would have got to witness the ultimate ass whooping outside of the UFC. Because I would have broke that little pencil neck prick in half like a fucking toothpick across my fingers. Because one thing about me and my childhood growing up, I grew up in a military household. I grew up with Marines, Navy, Air Force, Army, etc., including Coast Guard. I learned how to fight and how to shoot a gun before I was out of diapers. And on top of that, to get control of my temper, my daddy put me in a boxing school there in town. So I learned how to box. So I can throw these fucking hands. And just because I look like I ain't much of nothing, I know how to throw them hands where it'll hurt. It ain't about that right there in a boxing ring or throwing a punch. It's about that shoulder. And the last time I checked in the mirror, I still got that V-bod, because I do stay in semi-good shape. Let go of the women in the back. What are you talking about, women in the back? Nathan, please explain. I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain before I snap on your ass. Because I don't put up with trolls. If you're going to be a media troll, you can exit the fucking page. And I'm going to do it in a nice way. So, explain your comment. If you're not going to explain your comment, I will remove you. Just that simple. No explanation. Well, Nathan, guess what? You're gone. Let that be a lesson to any others that want to be ignorant and stupid. You make a stupid statement like that, I give you a minute to clarify what you're talking about. If you don't clarify it, then I'm going to constitute you as a fucking media troll, and I'm going to burn your ass like a bitch. And I'm going to put you off the page. Too many people in this world like to enjoy watching this without a doofus ass dickhead making stupid ass fucking remarks like his IQ is about 3.5. I got grandbabies that's got more goddamn sense and can make better statements. I don't tolerate that shit. I don't tolerate rude people and retarded shit. I don't tolerate the profanity police, because I will say shit, fuck, damn, hell, kiss my ass. It don't matter. That's right, Sherman. You know how I am, brother. You want to be ignorant and not explain yourself, I'm going to give you a chance to defend yourself. If you just post up some dumb shit to be dumb, bye-bye. I'll drop your ass off this page like a bad habit. I don't give a shit. Because I'll tell you like my old boy Kid Rock tells everybody. You can't cancel me. Because I don't give a fuck. And the reason why Kid Rock can't be canceled is he owns his own record label. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Don't mind me, we were just dealing with a media troll that wanted to be a retard. I have fun with them assholes. Especially when they come in my comment box on my reels. Oh, I love it with that. Because I hand out donkeys of the day, all that, depending on their message. Some of them I delete them. Some of them are so retarded they ain't any more comment to do. But the ones that are, I wear their ass out. And the stupid thing is, these media platforms revolve around interaction. Whether it's good interaction like we have most of the time on here, or bad interaction, like I have with some of the media trolls. And these media trolls don't understand. My page is right here. Every time you do stupid shit on there and go back and forth with retarded remarks, thinking that you're hurting my feelings, this is my page popularity right here. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So thanks to your idiocy, you making me bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm getting more and more subscribers. I'm getting more and more people interacting. And we all having fun and talking shit and wearing the hell out of these candy asses that can't handle, they can handle attacking you, but they can't handle being attacked back. I've had them call me an asshole. I tell them, no, I'm not an asshole, I'm a hemorrhoid. Oh, it'd take them a minute to figure that one out. He's a hemorrhoid. Yeah. What does a hemorrhoid do? What happens when your hemorrhoids flare up? It irritates your asshole. So, if I'm a hemorrhoid, I'm irritating you, the asshole. And if this hemorrhoid gets too rough for you, I got some Preparation H right here in the truck for you. That's it, Scott, and I appreciate all you fellas. I do. I know y'all in a situation where it's a hard time, but hopefully most of you make your time, get out, and be able to start your life over and have something better, you know. So I'm wishing y'all all the best. I had a good friend, guy I worked with for a long time at Sanderson Farms. He went to prison in Texas for armed robbery. Got on them drugs. He was robbing people left and right. And while he was in prison, Scott, he worked on getting his HVAC certifications. And when he got out, he moved as far away from Texas as he could get. He moved to Mississippi. He got a job working for Sanderson Farms, in which case they hired him as an ammonia refrigeration technician. And they turned around and sent him to school. And he'll tell you, he turned his life around for them 8 years. He said 8 years in prison was all I ever is I never want to do it again. And he said, I made sure I had me something when I walked out that door to better my life. And he did. And he is a good fellow. If you met him today, you would never thought that he spent 8 years in prison. He is an outstanding person. And he taught me everything I knew about refrigeration. I learned from a very good teacher. He was a very good teacher. And I got certified. You can't hardly tell my certifications anymore. But y'all hear me talk about it a lot. When I worked in the oil field doing seismic research work, there's my explosive license just for the state of Louisiana. I have a blasting license to all handle and detonate explosives in Louisiana. I also, in my safe at home, have ATF federal, because after 9/11 we had to go through ATF backgrounds after the terrorist attack to handle explosives. So I have ATF license for all 50 states. Here's my OSHA rep card where I was an OSHA safety rep on job sites. I've got 1,000 hours of safety training in the oil field. And what's left, my picture is gone, but here is my level 1 industrial refrigeration level 1 operator license as a certified ammonia refrigeration technician. That never expires. I can take that certification and go make anywhere from $25 to $55 an hour working in a refrigerated plant. Well, I had a 600-hour course with that in the oil field, Scott, over the years, and then I took an additional 400-hour refresher course. And at that point in time, as a safety rep on that oil field job site and an OSHA rep at that, my word on safety was gold. If I told you it was unsafe, you wasn't fucking doing it. I don't give a fuck if you own the goddamn company. If you tried to do it, I was going to write you a violation. I am a man of many faces. I can cut, bit, and weld. I can drive a truck. I can do refrigeration work. I can work on cars and big trucks. I got an ASC certification in mechanics. Junior college. Got explosive license, state and federal. I do have in the safe my Pennsylvania explosive license, Florida, and Colorado. Those are 3 other states like Louisiana that require an individual state license on top of the license from the federal government. I can do industrial maintenance. I've got experience in electrical work from 110 up to 680. I can wire up 680 down to 110. I can do industrial mechanics, forklifts, whatever, electric, propane, diesel powered, don't matter. Needless to say, I haven't wasted my life. If something happens with trucking, I can pull my resume out and go to work anywhere I want to go. Make any amount of money I want to make. I got a DDE 3,000 horsepower chief engineer's license to run engineer on supply boats in the oil field. That's $500 a day right there. Guaranteed to walk on the boat. I do have a Merchant Marines document, my Z card. I am a Merchant Marine. That's the reason why I tell everybody, there is nobody in this world can hold you back. I don't care what color you are, what country you're from. The only person that holds you back is the person you look at in the mirror. If you want something, you can get out there and fucking use your brain, you'll get it. You just can't accept failure as an option. If you don't accomplish it, you got to keep trying. You can't quit. If you quit everything, you ain't gonna never have nothing. So, you know, I got a 4-year bachelor's degree. And this is the funny part, it's in criminal law. And I got that on the side while I was working offshore. I was working offshore, and the time I spent 6 months offshore and 6 months at home. So I went and got me a bachelor's degree. Took me a while, but I got it. I had to do it a little bit at a time and pay it a little bit at a time, but I got it. Now, why ain't I practicing law? Because I got a problem. When I know a bitch is lying to me, I'll get in trouble and go to jail for choking that motherfucker for lying. How you think I landed a 5'7", 42-year-old sexiest woman in New Orleans as a wife? I know I don't look like much, but I'm a hell of a catch for what I got up here. This is the one thing that nobody in this world can take away from me, is the knowledge that I've acquired myself since I got out of high school. And like they always said in the commercial, knowledge is power, and that is no lie. Now, if I'd had some better common sense while I was bouncing around making all this damn money, I wouldn't even be driving this truck right now. I'd be retired. Because if I had $1 for every amount of money I pissed away being wild, crazy, and single, I'd be a multi-millionaire right now. But I had an insatiable party appetite till I got married. And when I say got married, I don't mean once. I don't mean twice. I don't mean 3 times. Four times. Took me 4 times to find the one woman in this world that was worthy enough that I knew would stand by my side no matter what happened, thick or thin. If the house burnt down tomorrow, she'd be out there helping me rebuild it. That's right, Scott. That's right. And you've seen her picture. How you think this crazy old homeless looking motherfucker got that sexy son of a bitch? I talk a lot of shit. But I talk a lot of shit, but yeah, I can back every bit of that shit up. There's a lot of folks out here that talk a lot of shit, but they can't back it up. I can back it up. That's right. If you're not handling your responsibilities, doing right by your woman, your kids, and making sure your household has everything, just like right now in this truck, me running this truck, I don't have to be gone every night to make a living. I don't. But this was a job that has always interested me. I had family members that drove. I had an uncle, my dad's younger brother, that drove for over 40, 50 years. So I've been around these trucks all my life. And I always loved them. And if his son hadn't got killed in a bad car wreck when we was in high school, me and him would have probably been running a trucking company together. We would probably have a big-ass company by now. That's how tight me and him were. That was my little brother. He wasn't my cousin. He was my brother. So, when my sister suggested this, and then my wife turned around and suggested this, when I got laid off from the oil field for the last time. I had left the oil field for 7 years. I was doing refrigeration work. Oil field called me. Made me 4 offers to come back out to the oil field. 4 offers. Each one of them bigger than the other one. And I finally accepted their offer. And then our president at the time decided to get in a dick measuring contest with OPEC, Mr. Obama. Flooded the market with a 16th of our oil reserve in the Gulf of Mexico, which this is how I know how much oil is in that Gulf, because I've worked that Gulf for the better part of my life. He took 1/16 of our oil reserve in the Gulf and flooded the market. And what did the price do? The price up on them damn signs did. He dropped gasoline down to $1.98 a gallon by opening 1/16 of our oil reserve in the Gulf of Mexico. That's how quick it drove the price down. 6 months into being back in the oil field, and that job we were working was a 6-year contract. We had 6 guaranteed straight years of work, non-stop. That peckerhead in his dick measuring contest put millions of Americans unemployed because the oil field laid everybody off. Because when the gas prices is down, it's great for everybody. I understand that. But when they rock bottom like that, you put millions of people out of work. It puts millions of people. Then they have to figure out how in the fuck they're going to pay for their families and live. Because unemployment does not pay the bills and feed the family. It does not. $200 or $300 a week when you're out in the oil field making $2,000 or $3,000 a week does not pay the bills. It destroys families. People don't realize this. I've heard a lot of, oh, well, what's going on in Washington, D.C. don't affect the oil field. Bullshit. When they restrict drilling, when they restrict the drilling rights out there in the oil field with their bullshit policies, and these oil companies can't drill no more, well, the work I was doing was in seismic research work, finding oil. So they cut the oil companies who hire us to find the oil. They put the oil in these pumps and the gas in your cars. They lay us off because they're going to sit on that money. They're not going to spend it and keep researching because they're not making money on the pumps. It's amazing how this shit goes hand and foot together. And I ain't gonna lie, before I got in that oil field, I bitched about the gas prices every day. Still do. But there is a medium between rock bottom and too high that them gas prices can float in and people can keep their jobs and everybody can live and survive. And getting it to that medium is the problem. People don't understand that shit. A lot of people don't. But, you know, I got laid off. I tried for 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. I put applications in everywhere. But because I knew what I knew for each one of the jobs that I applied for that I was more than qualified for, guess what we had in place at these companies where my laid off ass could not get a job and feed my family? DEI. So they can meet their poor unfortunate quotas for somebody who ain't gonna show up to work, don't know shit, 9 times out of 10 don't want to learn shit, always late, wind up quitting within a week. Nobody wanted to hire me because they had to fill their DEI quota, which is a crock of shit. DEI does not help anybody. It does not help nobody. What it does is it takes people like me and other people from other races with the same qualifications I got. It keeps us from getting a job. Because the famous words they tell you when it's a DEI situation, well, man, you got a beautiful resume and you're more than qualified to do this, but you're just too qualified. We can't hire you because you know too much. Really? You wasted an hour and a half interview of my time to tell me that I am overly too qualified to work that job. When you could have just very simply said, look, we got a DEI quota to fill and we're going to have to pay you $40 an hour and we can hire somebody with DEI and half-ass train them and we only have to pay them $12 an hour. So we're going to hire the DEI. And that's how these companies look at DEI. They're not doing it to do you a favor, to help you out, or get you anywhere. They're going to throw you into that position. They're going to give you limited training. So that way, you got just enough training that even if you are serious about the fucking job, you're going to end up getting fired because you're going to fuck up because you don't know the job to the fullest extent. And they're going to ride your ass until you snap out, quit, or fuck up. So now they're putting their $12 an hour back in their pocket, saving more money because they done rode your ass till you quit and you still ain't learned shit. You ain't learned nothing. And it didn't advance you nowhere. They just hired you to keep the fucking activist groups off their fucking backs. So there ain't nobody out here holding their picket signs and screaming. No, that's the bottom line because Jeffrey 316 said so. Straight like that. But people don't look at it in that perspective because they have been programmed so much with all the bullshit lies. All the lies have come out. These motherfuckers can't come up with no new lies. They keep going back to the old ones. This is why our country is a pile of shit right now. And I ain't discussing politics. I'm just saying, in general, this is why you see what's going on in this country every day of the week. I turn the news on because I want to laugh at idiots. The news has become the best comedy show in the history of mankind. And the bad part is some of these motherfuckers think that they're so fucking up here above everybody educated. They up here above everybody educated. Well, let this old bastard that's somewhat educated give you a history lesson. And we're going to use this in relations to all the morons in California protesting, claiming that California was stolen from Mexico. You are wrong again. California was not stolen from Mexico. Neither was Arizona, Texas, or New Mexico, parts of Colorado, all the way up to Montana. You know how the United States got that? Once Mexico won their independence from Spain, within a few years, they started shit with the United States. And they got their ass whooped. And technically, when they lost the Mexican-American War, and they signed the Guadalupe Treaty, the United States didn't have to do what they did. They could have took every bit of this country that was supposedly belonged to Mexico away from them because they done whooped their ass. They won the war. They didn't. They paid Mexico $25 million in the 1800s. $25 million. Which is up over some trillions in this day and age. They paid that for that land.
Good morning, you stunning.
So thus far, it was not stolen. There were no indigenous people there other than the American Indians. Kind of funny how all the rhetoric on TV is bullshit. This is why I don't listen to it. That's why I don't even really play into the games and the bullshit. I could somewhat take some of these people's protests seriously if they had some good damn common sense. My opinion on immigration, I'll give you my opinion. If you want to come here and better your life, come here legally. Do the process. Do the process. You do the process and you could possibly have you a wonderful life. It might be a little bit better than where you're living at, but in reality, it's really not. There is no American fucking dream, people. The only American dream that exists here is if you're a politician in Washington, D.C. And the American people who live here make the American dream for them because we get taxed on our income. We get taxed at the stores. We get taxed to fucking die. If we inherit something, we get taxed. You win the lottery, the federal government gets 36% of it before you ever see it. So the only American dream here is becoming a politician because you can get all this money that you can steal and put in your pockets. In other words, yeah, you don't have very good job opportunities in some of these other countries. I agree with that 100%. Well, the U.S. and Great Britain's probably pretty close to the same level. There ain't much difference on the cost of living and all that shit. And cost of living is what'll kill you up here. If you come here from another country, you got to work 100 jobs to try to live. That's the problem. It's tough on us and we already live here. People losing their houses. We got more homeless than we know what to do with. And that's not a good thing. I believe if people come here in the right way. Don't sneak in the door and then cry on TV because you got caught and thrown out of the country. You did it to yourself. And if you snuck in here 30 years ago, you've had 30 years to get this shit under control, dudes. Ladies, y'all had 30 years to make yourself legal. So don't be on TV crying, oh, I've been here 30 years and now I'm getting deported. You had 30 years to get it right. It's paperwork. What's the worst thing gonna happen? They're gonna put you across the border until it's processed? I have a good friend of mine, boat captain. His wife is from Del Carmen, Mexico. Took him 4 years to get his wife here. And they were married. She come up on a visa. They got married. Still took him 4 years. But if you come in here illegal, no, that's not the right way. Because now the people who have went through the process, not me, people who went through immigration process, did everything right, got their citizenship, you're taken away from them. You're coming in here illegally and you're taken away from them. And that's not right. It's not right for the people who have immigrated here and the people who live here to watch you on TV, come here illegally, get a cell phone, motel room, food stamps, and then kick U.S. military veterans out of a fucking hotel to house your funky pussy. Disrespect to our boys and women of the military who served their country, who are fucked up in the head, who have been to war, you put them out of the fucking motel and replace each room with people who are here illegally. Illegally. No, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Everybody's freaking out about, oh no, the sleeper cells in the country over Iran getting bombed. They're going to blow America up. Who do you got to thank for them sons of bitches getting in the country? But they're on TV every day crying and whining. This is why I don't talk these politics on there. And I'm not mentioning parties, but we as the people need to do one thing. And this is the only thing I'm going to say that is really remotely political. Quit picking right and quit picking left. Right and left ain't done a goddamn thing for none of us since they were created. Quit getting on these bandwagons. That's why this country is apart. They're not together. This country needs to come together. Need to quit picking left and right, and we all need to be right here in the middle with old Uncle Jeff and tell both sides of them motherfuckers, y'all are fired. You're done. We're going to get people in here that can do the job. And if they fuck up, we're going to fire them too. Because by per the Constitution of the United States, we are their fucking boss. We pay their salaries. And I don't remember in all of my years of growing up ever voting to give anybody a pay raise nowhere. Because I ain't seen them do a good job yet. None of them. In order for this country to change and things to get better for people who are immigrating here and the people who live here, we have to come together as one group of people. But that right and that left don't want to see that happening because they know at that point in time that their bullshit is over. And this is going to be the only political speech on the live. But I'm just giving you where I stand. I'm Switzerland. I am a neutral party in the middle. I just watch both sides to see what stupid shit they're going to do so I can protect my family from their insane bullshit. Well, that's good you got over this way on a student visa. That's awesome, man. Everybody, you know, if you want something, you just got to get out there and get it. You can't sit back in the chair and cry about it and expect somebody to give it to you. That ain't how you get anywhere. People make comments about talking about my soft hands. You see them hands? You see these hands? You see all the scars. Look at this one. There ain't no soft hands in this truck. I worked my ass off to get to where I am today. And the reason why I am where I am today is I finally met a woman who wanted the exact same thing that I've always wanted. And we worked together. And we didn't accept no for an answer, and we built 2 businesses from the ground up. Nobody helped us, but me and her. We built what we have because we did not quit. We did not sit back and wait for a handout. My wife's words are, it's time for us to make a move. And when it was time for us to make a move, we made our move. we started a trucking company. A year later, we started our spiritual shop in New Orleans. Here we are 10 years later. Still got the spiritual shop, still got the trucking company. Even with all the shitty, crappy economy. Yeah, that is true, Aldo. It has went nuts over here. This is why I don't do the political bullshit on here. Because my way of thinking will butt hurt so many on the left and so many on the right. They'll be so mad them son of a bitches will hire a hitman to come take me out. But I am fixing to get off here. It has been a beautiful day. We started out with some rainy mess, and hopefully this mess is going to clear out. Tomorrow we have clear skies and sunshine. Y'all just remember to be back tomorrow. And we're gonna work out while I'm sitting here farting around and see what's going on and what time we're actually gonna leave here, because we ain't but 5 hours from our delivery. We can't deliver till 5 o'clock or 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So we may not leave till sometime way after daylight in the morning. We may take us a long break, chill out, and I think I'm gonna go get me a Subway sandwich. Don't look at me like that. I said me, not us. I said me a sandwich. Don't wag your tail and give me them eyes. You're right dog. All righty, Trevor. But it was good to see everybody that joined us today. I hope to see y'all come back tomorrow and every day after that, because we still in Facebook jail, so we're going to be live on YouTube every day, Monday through Sunday. Unless I decide to take a day off like I did this day. I took Saturday and Sunday off. But if I'm not on, if y'all don't see me on, y'all know I'm taking a day off. I'm still figuring the YouTube page out. I don't know how to notify everybody to let them know that I'm not going to be on. But if I'm on, feel free to come ride. We're going to act a fool, talk shit about everybody on the highway. We don't care who they are. And y'all, just remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you've enjoyed today's live, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And this is old Uncle Jeff. We signing off for today.